How has this pregnancy felt overall? What have you learned that is perhaps different from what you felt or experienced with Charlie and Inti?
Some of the things I'm learning now are like more refined points of, pregnancy, labor, and birth, because this is my third time. I don't have novice questions anymore. My questions are much more nuanced, like about the necessity of, about the use of postpartum and, third stage labor or the use of Pitocin, synthetic oxytocin in the postpartum period of birth, and dosage, and what it could be good for, and expectant care versus expectant management versus active management, things like that. Like, these are things that the average mother may or may not be thinking about, particularly in their first time. But by the time it's your third baby, I mean, you've got more nuanced questions. So that's as far as the learning goes. As far as experience, I think something I learned from the experience of being pregnant 3 times is that you never know how it's gonna go. Like, don't assume that because it's my third pregnancy and I'm older now and, maybe not as healthy as I was in my 20s or whatever, like, that pregnancy is automatically going to be harder. Like, no, not necessarily. I think my pregnancy with Charlie was very difficult because it was jarring, right? Because it was my first time being pregnant, and it was my first time experiencing morning sickness and nausea to that degree and stuff like that. So that was intense for me because it was a long 9 months that I'd never experienced before, and I was nauseous the whole time, and so on and so forth. But then, like, my second baby was even harder than Charlie in a sense, because I myself was not in as much health. Like, I was overweight and not so strong bodily, like muscle-wise probably, because I wasn't working out or anything like that. And I felt tired, and I felt like I was, carrying heavy. But then with this third pregnancy, after, investing time working out and losing some weight, and also it helps that this was a winter pregnancy instead of, like, my second pregnancy was a summer pregnancy. So I was experiencing swelling, and it was hot, and I was sweaty all the time, So this was it was just a different pregnancy. Each pregnancy is different. So don't assume that it's either maybe going to get better because you're more experienced, or that it's going to get worse because you're older, or because, whatever reason you can think of. As a Christian, I'll say trust the Lord,